We're live.
We are live.
Welcome to She Say, He Say. We're live in Columbus, Ohio, where we've been representing true Michiganders.
Yes, you've been representing
Absolutely.
all weekend.
Yeah.
In the thick
Here
of
we
things.
go. Hey, Pam.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, then.
Let's see. There we go.
Here we go.
There we go.
We're live.
We got
Hey,
it.
Cynthia.
We
Yolanda,
got it.
hey.
Yes.
There we go. Here we go. We're live here, guys. You know my techie had to do her thing. Hello, everyone out there. No, it's beautiful. I was just on your screen there.
Yeah.
Hey, Angela.
Hello, everyone.
Melanie, how are you?
Okay, so
we're live in the Buckeye country, Ohio. We live. Guess where we at, y'all? We at Delano Garland's pad.
yes, we are.
We
you
live
know, would we
here.
be wrong if we try to put them on camera real quick and say,
No,
we
we just gonna let them know that we here. We live. We got the drinks
Delano,
here, the drinks of the
say hi to
day.
everybody?
Hello, say hello, everybody.
Come on,
say
Delano.
hello, everybody.
Come say hi to everybody.
Come on, say hi.
Say hi to everyone.
Put me on the
We
spot.
got
Yeah,
cuz.
come on and say hi, cuz.
We got cuz in the house.
Come on,
we gotta put
cuz.
him on
I
the
come
spot.
down here to Columbus with cuz
Put me
here.
on the spot.
Come on in here and say hi to.
Watch your cord there, cuz.
Let them know that. Say hey,
Say
hey,
hey.
hey.
How y'all doing? How y'all
Hey.
doing, everybody?
There you go. There it is. He live, y'all. We doing our thing. And we got the Ohio drink here.
Yes.
Man, how's it taste? Now this here is
It's strong.
it's no, they don't call it strong. What they say? What did the waiter say to us when we went somewhere? And she hooked it up. She said, "I made it right. I made it right."
She made it with love.
I showed y'all
she put
some love.
in it. Yeah,
I
put
showed you some
in
love,
it.
right? Hey, Christy.
Hello, everyone.
What'd you
Welcome.
say?
Can you see that?
What'd you say?
I said hello, everyone.
Oh, I thought you said something else. It sounded like she said something else, like she's from the country or something. I didn't know what that was.
Okay.
I've never heard you say
So
nothing
here
like
is
that.
it. I said hello, everyone.
Oh, I thought you said hello or something like that. Crazy. I'm like, what? Who is this?
No.
I got Medea on here. What's going on? I know
No. So we're looking to have a lovely time tonight.
Islam Griffin
Yes.
Bay.
So what is the name of the drink? You didn't say it. It's a margarita.
It is. It's called a light peach, Ohioan margarita.
That's
It's
what
pretty
I'm talking
strong
about,
too.
yeah.
It ain't for no games now. This ain't for nobody weak.
Yeah.
You got to hear that. You know, it got me nervous, and I made it.
So what is in your glass?
What is
This
in
is
your
the point.
glass?
Please post what's in your glass. What are you drinking? We want to know. So our glass is full of some
Hold on to the
strong
show.
stuff. Yeah,
Let's go.
to the shop. Right here in Columbus.
Now they pretty now. Y'all know
Yeah.
they pretty.
And there you go,
Hold on,
cuz.
cuz. How it
There you
taste,
go.
cuz?
There you
Oh,
go.
it's delicious. It's
Delicious. Cuz saying delicious now. They all know what time it is here. So hello everyone. It's been an astounding week. We've had so many things. We've done so many things. We've accomplished so many things. Hold on, there go my man there. Look at Mondo. Hey, what's up, though? There
Hey.
you go, Mondo. We miss you. We miss you.
Mondo, sorry we were on the road and you couldn't join us. Look, Reggie is in the house.
He's in the house from Saginaw.
What y'all doing in
Y'all
Saginaw?
know I love my Sag Nasties.
Yes.
I love
Yes.
my Sag Nasties.
All right,
Mondo
so
in the building.
what is in the glass?
I'm missing somebody. You
Who
know
you
who I ain't
missing?
seen in a while?
Who?
My Grand Rapids family. Anita Jackson.
Hey, Joanne.
There go cuz. Hey,
Yes.
babe. How you doing? I got to get over there and see my cousin.
Woo wee. That's okay, cause the
Right. Yeah.
He's
so-
behind us trying to grab stuff. That's
Right.
okay.
Here we go. Now let me plug Cuz in. Now y'all know Cuz
Hey,
does his
Momo
show
got my
out
note.
here. Plug in. What's your show? What's it called, Cuz?
What's that now?
Give it our audience what your shows. You know, you put on a show once a month at least.
Oh yeah, we do.
What's your branding?
I just do concerts, not once a month. Every quarter or something like
Every
that.
quarter. What was the last one you just
So
had
you
yesterday?
a concert promoter?
He's a promoter,
All right.
entertainer, connoisseur.
We do.
What was the one yesterday? Twister.
He
Who you
had
had? Twister and who else?
Yeah, Twister and Bone Thug.
He had
Okay.
Bone Thug Harper. You know they from Ohio.
And Twister.
And Twister.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're excited. Now listen.
Hey, Cynthia.
I need everyone who tune in. If you ain't voted, make sure you go vote, okay? Make sure
Yes.
you get out and vote because your vote counts, Make sure that you have a voice, and that no one takes that from you.
Right.
And so we're live in Ohio. I'm excited with my
Yes.
co-host. She doing her thing. Look at you.
You looking nice, all spiffy.
Well, I got to represent because, if
Yes.
I show up raggedy, I'll be in trouble.
Yeah, you will be in trouble.
I don't know how to show up raggedy.
Okay, so for
Yeah.
those of you who are not familiar with the show and you've been tagged in and this is your first time watching,
Yeah,
we pose topics
absolutely.
and questions. And what we do is we have our audience participate by responding to the questions
Absolutely.
or topics
Yeah.
in the messenger here.
Now, this is grown folks
Yes.
now.
You write your
This is
comment here.
This is grown folks, so you're going to hear some things. Sometimes my co-host will drop an F-bomb occasionally within 10 minutes of the show. And I try to remain calm, collective, cool, as always. You know how I do.
Until
But,
he says something that does not make sense,
and then she
which
will
causes me to drop F-bombs and things like that.
But see, that's why it's she say, he say. Just because of the fact that it may sound bizarre, it doesn't mean that's not how we communicate or how we think. This show is based on she say, he say, so that we can have a dialogue that's effective and that works.
So Reggie want to see the red bottoms. Well, you have to wait because they not right here in front of us, Reggie.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, right. Hey, cuz, how you doing?
Your cuz said, don't do her like that.
I do her right. Don't I?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Yeah, you do. He does.
You can't say I don't do it right. Right. So listen, welcome everybody. And so we got a lot going on, man. I'm telling you, I'm excited. Next week we'll be in Atlanta. We'll be filming season 2 of On the Couch with Shuntai and Johnell
in Atlanta.
Listen, y'all, I want y'all to give us a hand because guess what we just did? Islam, bro. We just reached 8 million viewers. I'm excited, man. That's something. 8 million. I mean, wow. We're in 10 different states.
Yes, we are.
Our reviews are excellent. And I just can't wait. You know what I'm
look, your
saying?
daddy just joined the show.
Oh,
he
boy.
beat Charles Ray.
Oh, boy. Well, my dad beat her dad tonight. So Dad, I need you to cover your ears because some things may be said. It's grown folks. And see, I learned something. When you become a senior, you're no longer grown no more. Your ears get sensitive. You can't take certain things. Now, when the young senior was a senior, when he was younger, he could take a little something. But right now, he can't handle that thing. So.
All right.
Yeah, so we're live and we're trying to figure this out. And so we trying to figure this out. We got some technical people around us. They happy. They geeked up. Hey, we doing our thing. I'm so
we
happy.
just got your cousin or something else, but I'm glad that he opened up his home for us.
It is
to do our show.
Yeah, we're live here. We live, y'all.
All right. So let's get started with some of the questions. And hey, cuz, if you want to chime in, feel free to chime in.
He'll chime in now. He got a few things. He's an expert now. He's had a few situations.
Okay, so question. First topic.
Okay, then.
If your spouse or girlfriend asks you to take a lie detector's test, would you do it? And why? And could taking the test strengthen or kill the relationship?
I'm just going to say this here. A lie detector test is not admissible in court. Therefore, it's not admissible in my relationship. If it don't stand up in a court of law, ain't no sense of me doing that there. Now, I ain't gonna do that. Now, what you think? Would you take a lie detector? What you think?
No.
Okay, all right, Ed. That's it. Now, what about you? Would you take one?
To prove a point, yes, I would take it. If it makes my significant other feel better, I would take the test. And funny story, when I was doing my internship, as I was, becoming a counselor, the process of it, the practice that I worked for, they did, infidelity stuff.
Okay.
So they would bring couples in, and part of the therapy was that they had to do lie detector tests. So there was questions that people were asked about different situations, and they could only ask so many questions. But the lie detector test was part of it. And then they did counseling afterwards.
Wow.
Because you never knew what you may get.
Right.
So if it was necessary, would it affect the relationship? It could. I don't know. But if my significant other just really wanted it, that's one of those things where I would compromise possibly and be like, okay, I'll go ahead and do it. I'll compromise. Why do you laugh at compromise?
Because you ain't gonna compromise nothing. I can't believe this.
I will compromise.
Okay, all right. Listen, if you got to go to that extent to prove that you telling the truth, guess what? It ain't worth it.
But this is the significant other wanting you. So if you wanted me to take it, then it may be some fallouts afterwards, but I would take it and I'd be like, boom, now.
Red say he's running. Red say he's running.
Now.
Islam.
Will the relationship last because of it? I don't know.
I'm just going to say this here. Natalie says, let me read what she said before I make a comment.
She said, if they wanted it but would hurt them, would you do it? That's if you're lying. You might as well tell the truth.
I don't think, listen.
You might as well tell the truth.
My studies, right, in the criminal justice,
he has a lot of studies.
Expert. Remember that. I'm an expert in this field here. If you're nervous, right, it's a problem.
Or if you're trying to lie and beat
let me explain all the other situations.
Okay, go right ahead.
If you're nervous, if you feel that, man, you're backed in a corner, you're going to have bad results. So my thing is this.
They ask you a whole bunch of other questions before they even...
I understand that.
Yeah.
And I've taken a few. Okay, because I've been a part of the impacted community in my days, so I've taken a few.
Okay.
And I passed a lot of them. And I lied and passed a lot of them.
So you're an expert in lying.
No, I'm not an expert. I'm an expert in keeping my composure, is what I am.
Okay.
If a person has the ability to be composed under pressure, then they can pass the lie detector test. Okay. So I just wanted to let you understand that there. That's one of the reasons why it's not admissible in our court or judicial system.
Okay.
So I ain't got to take none of that. I'm not going to be doing all that there. Now, if you
what
know
you said,
your
hello,
woman
you
or your
introduced
man,
yourself.
Yeah, he said hello. But if you know your woman or your man, for instance, if your woman has a tendency of blinking when she's lying, then you know she's lying. If your man has a tendency of laughing off the situation, then you know he's lying. So you have to understand that. That's how it is. Dad say you are still junior. That is correct, Dad. I will always be that. And you will always be the senior.
So, should we move on?
Absolutely.
Moving on to the next question. All right. So our next question. Let me get to topic. Why do people prefer hooking up with someone from out of town? Why do people prefer hooking up with someone out of town versus in town?
What do you think?
I would say if someone preferred, maybe because they've went through everybody in town, and so out of town is
Hold on
back.
now. Hold on now.
Or, I mean, there could be a lot of
I gotta
reasons.
stand up.
They went through everyone that's in town, or they prefer to date people outside of their
But
city.
it's just something new about the new guy in town or the new woman in town, right? It's just something about that, that kind of, feels good because guess what? They ain't got no track record,
They got a track record.
But it ain't in that town, right? My mother married a country boy from Mississippi. Mm-hmm. And he had no kind of record up in that great town of Flint. And you know what? That was a good thing for her.
It was a new start.
A new start, because had she been in his town, Greenville, well, things could have been a little different. So, it's always that fresh start, It's just something about that attraction. The unknown, someone.
But you can have unknown with somebody that you weren't familiar with in your own city.
Yeah, but most towns, right, people get around.
Okay.
And people know each other, especially when you're from towns that are under 200,000 people.
Okay.
It's not hard to know people
or
know somebody to know that person there. So
now that it's said, because you aren't looking for a committed relationship.
What? Hey, look what Leah said. Hook up relationship just for sex.
Natalie said it's just like dating a married person. They can't commit and will go home when you don't want to be bothered with them. I'm just saying. Melanie said, it's just a hookup.
Well, this is what I found out. Studies have shown that most marriages occur. The majority of them are occurring from people that are not in the town. Someone that comes in, migrated into a situation. Mm-hmm. Those are the relationships that usually last. Okay. So I'm just saying, that's what the study shows.
I just believe it's a new start for some people because their track record.
Right.
Yeah.
And then if you find you a young gal, that wasn't in school when you was in school, that could be possible, a great thing too.
Right. And Lynn said it can be done if you can find to see each other.
Every weekend. Yeah. But I'm talking about a person who has just moved into town.
So,
I think, let's
So, for instance, in Flint, we'll just say Flint.
We'll use Flint.
So, somebody new, or Columbus, somebody new moved to Columbus.
Right.
And then people are not familiar with him. They're used to seeing certain other people when they go out and do things.
And what I've heard is they said people look real good to you when they are from out of town, I don't know. That's just what they're telling us here. So that could be true. What do you say? By being migrated from the great city of Flint to Ohio, you were a fine catch when you got here, correct?
Probably.
Okay, that's it. There we go. See, there it is.
Where he at? She said, which one? Where he at?
Columbus, Ohio.
He's in Columbus, Ohio.
Yes, everybody's. So we have more people that logged on, and they're curious to know who Cuz is.
Right.
So can you just make a quick appearance so people know who Cuz is? He's just gonna come in and say hi. Here, sit on the side of me. Delano, he's just gonna come in and just say hello.
Let's say hello.
So people would know who we are
audience
referring
out
to.
There, so they can know you.
Okay, so
some know.
This is Johnell's cousin Delano.
Yeah, say hello. Hey. There you go. There it is. There it is.
And he opened up his home for us to do the show here.
So we're
Columbus.
doing it here. There go Pamela.
What's
look,
up?
Look, Pam said fresh meat. Fresh meat. That's right now.
Send me a pic, Pam. Let me get out of here. Y'all get me in trouble. No,
right.
Put me in trouble.
You're right.
We don't want to get you in trouble.
Right.
But
so, hello, Sandra Lever. Welcome.
Yes. Okay, so moving on. It's getting hot in here.
Yeah.
Okay, so our next topic. I've been married to my wife for 16 years, and we have 5 children. But I found out our youngest child, who is 9 years old, 9-year-old daughter, is not mine.
Oh.
What the hell do? I love her, and we are close. Now, these are real questions from real people who send us these questions. And this person just found out that his child is not his child, and he loves his child, right?
Yeah, I'm hurt right now because I'm like, wow, when I read this here, I mean, I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? You done fell in love. This your child, and now you find out that it wasn't your child. And when I read into it, it was because of the fact that the child got sick, and he found out.
What would you do as a father?
Oh my God, I'd be devastated. You know, I definitely would try to love the child, but me and the mama, we would have some serious issues, you know, because the fact that I'm like, wow, that's, you know, because the fact that when you in a relationship and a bond, you know what I'm saying? There's this, to me, that is something sacred about the bond of what's in your home. You
Right.
know, to violate that, I'll be like, man, that's crazy. You know, I don't know, I'd probably snap.
Yeah, I know someone who had a child. It's a
Well,
close
then
relative.
he doesn't have to adopt her. She already got his name because he's married to the mama. You know,
I have a relative who has a son
wow.
who he calls Junior, right? Named after him. Found out later that the child was not his, but he continued to be a part of that child's life.
I mean,
Because he grew an attachment to him.
I mean, that's devastating. That's like, in with you as a woman, you and your husband, you together, you got a bond, you establishing something, and all of a sudden he brings in a child one day, and like, yeah, this is my son, or this is my daughter. I mean, how would you take
If
that?
it was something before me, you know,
No, I'm talking about during the process. See, they married.
Well,
This little girl is within the bounds of the marriage.
The marriage. So he stepped out.
Right.
He stepped out.
She stepped in.
And well, it depends. Sometimes when people step out, it could have been a separation.
No,
there could have been a lot of
this
things
ain't no separation. Dude working, trying to provide a happy home, and she didn't let somebody come up in her and just leave something that wasn't his.
So, let's see.
Man.
Athea said, love the child.
What you thinking? What you do?
While Cuz is thinking, Lynn said, wife and you need counseling.
Your wife has
Melanie said, continue on taking care of her because she is still considered your child after 9 years. And Lynn said, trust issues will hurt your relationship. Natalie said, once the bond is there, it shouldn't matter if it's a biological child, if it's the biological father or not.
Wow.
You develop a bond now with the child.
There's a different perspective from a she say from a he say.
Well, yeah. So in this situation, the wife stepped out, but we don't know the reasons behind why the wife stepped out. So I think we would need
there's
more
no justification.
information. More information
I read
is needed.
Dude thought he had a happy home. He coming home every day, giving a check to her. You know what I'm saying? And she's sitting up in there, sexing the plumber.
We don't know the details behind this. And it's not that I'm just on the woman's side.
Oh, you are.
But I think we need more details.
You are definitely on the woman. It sounds jaded. This conversation sounds all the way jaded. Oh, my goodness.
So, hold on. Let's see what are the guys saying. Steven says, usually things are not a problem. It's how you look at them. That makes a problem. Or rather, how you view them. So Lynn said,
well, you're very strong.
The problem
listen,
will
Steve,
be with the wife.
You are a strong man, and we need to make you a pastor, because with that message there, you definitely can convert some people over to religion, because there's no way in hell I'm going to deal with that situation.
So it sounds like that wife made a mistake somewhere along the line 9 years ago.
Hey, Kel.
And we have to consider some things. So I think this is the type of couple we would end up counseling. What do you think?
I have a problem with this couple, and that she wasn't honest with him from the beginning and say, hey, look, this is what's going on, dude. I made a mistake or whatever. I got caught in an entanglement or something. But to leave me high and dry and just go on for 9 years like everything is okay when you know you
how many
violated.
families have secrets like this though? I mean,
Oh
I'm
my
just
God,
saying.
especially our culture.
Within our culture, even back with Big Mama and Big Dad, there's some secrets.
I know.
There's a lot of secrets that people may not know about, families may not know about. And then there's people
Melanie,
who
if
are
she
to keep
felt
her secrets.
bored, right, and found some excitement somewhere else, then guess what? Then you got to let your dude or your girl know. You wouldn't want to be on the opposite side of that, Melanie, and your dude do this here. That's just hurtful. You know, just look, give you the option to say, you know what, I'm out. But to do that, that's a violation.
When
and I just feel
give
that
him the option,
give her the option or him the option.
Yeah.
To let him know, hey, listen, you know I'm bored. I don't want this no more. I'm done.
But I think more information is needed. More information is needed.
Okay, and then now they're talking about maybe she did dough for sure. If you had sex with somebody, the possibility other than your husband, possibility is something could go wrong. Oh my goodness.
Just got caught up. Yeah. And Athea said maybe
she didn't tell her the
it
truth.
Was his
she
and
never
found
told
out
him.
It wasn't. And
she
told
never
the
told the truth. He found out, and he is the one that's asking her how do he deal with the situation.
Pam says she broke the trust between them, and that's going to be hard for him. Yeah. And Natalie says shit happens. Yeah.
Natalie, stop it.
Shit does
Natalie,
happen.
will you stop?
Shit happens, Natalie.
Natalie, will you stop? Just stop it.
Yeah. But that's
Fred.
life.
Oh.
Yeah. So moving on to the next topic.
I need a drink.
Take your drink. I like this woman in my apartment complex, and every day.
But look what Dad said.
What your dad said.
No.
Your daddy.
That's right, Dad.
So
I ain't bringing no children up
the
there.
next
You ain't gonna
topic,
get away with that bull.
I like this woman in my apartment complex, and every day we lock eyes, and that's been going on for over a year. Okay, so what advice for my approach? So you're this guy. Let's say you're this guy, and you see this woman every day, and you're locking eyes with her, but you don't do nothing.
Well, that's not me.
I'm just saying.
I can't even relate to that situation there. Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
You lock eyes with a beautiful woman for a whole year or something, and you find her very appealing, and you're not gonna say nothing.
No, I'm gonna say something.
Absolutely.
So it sounds like this guy has some social issues.
Definitely. Now he needs to come and see us.
Where he does not feel comfortable.
He needs to come see us. We can help you.
Every day for a year?
Man.
Just about, and you're locking eyes?
I ain't going for a week.
He may just not be confident enough to approach her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, come, we can coach you on that.
But I think he should approach her.
Leave her alone.
Somebody said, just do it. Athea said, leave her alone, Steve. I hate that.
Listen to what Fred said. Fred said, make yourself known. No, that's right, Frederick.
And Yolanda, your cousin, she said, speak and stop being a wimp.
Well, you know it's in the blood, baby. It's in the blood. we ain't gonna let, we're true opportunists. We ain't gonna let no opportunity get by us.
Allens.
We gotta do our thing.
So, your advice to him?
My advice to him is that you need to seek counseling, and you need to really go into careful thought and prayer and figure some stuff out about yourself.
Pam said, talk to her and ask her out for dinner. Do something.
You know,
yeah.
Yeah. At least have some roses in the car waiting for the next appearance.
Yeah, so the consensus is that talk to her. Get a backbone and talk to her.
A backbone.
If it's been a year, that means that you don't have a backbone.
Hey, Deb. Yeah, I agree with that. That's too much.
If it's been a year, that means it's something that's preventing you from talking to her. Or you're in a situation and you shouldn't be talking to her, but you're locking eyes. So you can't do something. I'm always looking at the full picture.
Hey, look what Steve says. Go on, Steve, break it down. Because we both know we're curious, interested, and attracted.
Yeah.
Boy, I like that boy there.
Natalie said prayer.
Leave it what
LOL.
Liz said. Liz
Go
said, don't be scared.
Natalie said prayer. LOL. Go holler at her.
That's right. I ain't gonna let it go that way.
So
You gotta do
he
something.
he is an opportunist. He will go, and he's not gonna let a moment pass him
Oh, no.
without taking advantage of it.
Not me.
So go talk to her. You never know. That may be the best relationship you could ever have, or the best relationship that you will never have.
I thought she was as a sex therapist. I was about to say that's what could be the best sex you could ever have. I was like, say, woo.
Now, all sex is good sex. Put it that way. So it may not be.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
might be bad. But for a year to build it up, you don't know what. You just going to lose control. That's
So,
out of control.
Melanie did say maybe he's not secure enough with himself to say anything. And if you're not secure enough, guy, then you do not approach. Because it wouldn't be good for you. Because she would shut you the hell down.
Steve's talking about, I love your female viewers. That's right.
Our female viewers.
Yeah, they're
yes,
very strong-willed.
They will let you know
Right.
it's not going down.
They would have been stopped you, young man. And opened that car door up on you.
Reggie said she might have been a Michigan State fan. Why you have to go there, Reggie? Why did you have to go there?
Yeah,
Why?
I'll be in the great state of Michigan tomorrow to deal with
Reggie,
you.
why?
Yeah, that is hurtful.
Yeah.
Sometimes you think people are just somewhere and you're friend, and then they show you. At your time when you're down, they kick you. But that's okay.
And Phyllis, Leon, he's not going to let you get away with that comment earlier.
Oh, no. I'm
No.
going to see you.
I know we're
My-
sidetracked, but this is the Michigan thing, the Michigan State thing.
And Trishelle Young, I'm
Yeah.
putting you on notice.
Yeah.
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 Start with taking out her trash.
And then she says, go green and white.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Put
Okay.
somebody in my pocket. I like that.
So let's move on to the next question.
What's Cynthia
Our
say?
topic. What's Cynthia say? That's right. All sex is not good sex. You can get damaged. You can get damaged, and then, you
Yeah.
can get damaged. Yeah, especially if it's too big. Yeah,
Hey, Miss
it can
Smart.
be some damage done there.
That is right. Yeah.
Okay, so moving
next
on
topic.
to our next topic. I got drunk. Hold on. I got drunk the other night, and my girl grabbed my ears from behind. So she was behind him, grabbed his ears, and then he smacked her. I immediately apologized, but to be honest, I meant it, and I knew it was her. I felt horrible about hitting her, but I felt good at the same time. What's up with this?
Well, you need to come in to reconnect my life, and you need some counseling. Because anytime you feel good about putting your hands on anybody, not just a woman, but anybody, you need to reevaluate your situation there.
But the thing is, he felt good about
That's why I got a
smacking
problem.
her.
That's why I got a problem about.
He,
What now,
yeah,
as a trauma expert, what you saying?
What the fact that he felt good about it, he may have some, some issues there.
Right.
Yeah, but it's not good to put your hands on someone unless they want you to put your hands on them. And that's another thing. That
Here we
could be
go.
a sexual thing. But in this point that he felt good about it. Maybe she is irritating him and something. I'm not, condoning violence. But somehow, she is irritating him to the
Right.
point that it felt good. That it's just not, it's not a good thing. But I wonder what she's doing.
Melanie,
to irritate
I
him
agree
to the
with
point.
you. He sounds like he needs some help because the fact that, but I respect the fact that he's honest about his feelings, because then you can work, he can be restored.
He's never put his hands on his woman before until that moment.
Until she grabbed them ears.
Until she grabbed those ears, and then he felt good about it.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
You need help,
Yeah.
bro. You need help, because of the fact that I'm looking at the emotions that was behind what you did and your response to it, and I think that needs to be dealt with.
Yeah.
So I have to say, please get help. Get help, because of the fact that this could lead to something very damaging, and it could also lead you in a position that you might not want to be in.
Because once you open that can of whoop ass, you can't go back.
That's right.
Yeah. Lynn says 1 hit becomes 2 and more if it feels good to him. So he's going to continue to go on that path.
Now listen, I want our audience to know that even though a man stated this here, there was a very important post a few days ago about women beating men and men being so manly that they're afraid to report these things. So this is very important. If you're a man and you being beat and hit, you need to speak up. You need to speak up, because that issue needs to be dealt with. And we need to really, really deal with those issues there. There's a whole bunch of men that are going through abusive relationships and they stay quiet. They stay quiet because it's not the man thing to say or to let anybody know that you got a woman that's kicking your ass.
I would say if it was I'm just being real. If it was one of my sons and a female hit him, they need to call me, because I would smack the shit out of a woman that put her hands on my son. If he can't touch her, I will. I'm just saying. If I found out that a woman was hitting my son and he can hit her back, I would put her in order.
Will you take the earrings off first?
I would take the earrings off, and I'm like, I'm going in. I'm going in. Okay. We can deal with the consequences after. But you put your hands on mine, I'm going to put my hands on yours.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And as a father, I feel the same way, about my daughters. And so it's very delicate. It's very delicate.
If a man put his hands on your daughters.
My daughters. So you have to do a lot of praying and soul searching with that situation there, because you get caught up in a moment.
Yes.
And believe me, my name is Johnell Allen Bay. 10 minutes cost me 29 years. So I'm not going to tell y'all nothing I don't know. So be careful out there.
And I wouldn't do enough to put me behind bars, just enough to know that I mean business.
I wish I had that type of restraint.
Yes, I'm not going to destroy what I have for someone else, but I'm going to let you know just enough.
Right.
To know I mean business and that you won't do it again.
I'm glad.
No.
And so I'm just thankful.
I don't condone violence.
Absolutely. I understand that.
When it comes
but you have to
be
careful with people.
Yeah, you have to be careful.
And putting your hands on people's children and their daughter. Even though she could be 55, she's somebody's daughter.
Yeah.
And then somebody's son. So, yeah, I agree with that. Let's go to the next topic. That one was kind of somber.
So, after sex, my man just rolls over and falls asleep. I feel like he doesn't appreciate me or is interested in anything but sex. Any advice before I go ghost?
Oh, she finna go ghost.
Yeah.
What you saying?
Was the sex good? Were you satisfied? Let him roll over and sleep. Maybe he's tired. It's okay. But if you need to be cuddled after sex, let him know or get a teddy bear.
Oh, a teddy bear.
We'll let him know. You got to communicate. Then he won't roll over and go to sleep. Maybe he said, my job, my work is done. I done satisfied you. I gave you what you wanted. Let me roll over and go to sleep and get ready for round 2.
Or maybe she just wants to be a talker.
Yeah.
Maybe she wants to talk about the situation, get an evaluation. I don't know. I just know that before you go ghost, y'all need to have a conversation. You really need to talk to your man and let him know what's going on with you. What's happening.
Lynn said you wore him out. Now they say, girl, you wear that ass out. That's a compliment.
Right.
And Melanie said some men don't like to cuddle. Lynn said, talk about it. And Thea said she might be too much for him. That's why he rolling over going to sleep.
Or, he working hard. He didn't put in his work. Let me go to sleep. I see you tomorrow, same time, same place.
Take it as a compliment.
Right. Yeah.
Take it
I
as
think
a
you're
compliment.
looking at it the
Now,
wrong way.
now, hold up. But if you weren't fulfilled in any kind of way, then you can't take it as a compliment. If he got up there and was like, bow, 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 then rolled over and went to sleep, and then you weren't fulfilled, then that's a problem.
Then I can see you going ghost.
Yeah. But you need to still talk about it.
But if you, reaching everything that you can reach, and,
If he took you to the stars and back,
doing his thing,
made you talk in tongue.
Right, and then all of a sudden, he just went to sleep. Hey, come on now, girl, stop.
So Steve said, yes, we feel as though our shift is over after 3 or 4 times or 3 or 4 hours.
Listen, Steve, you have a lot more stamina than me. 4 hours, I don't even work a job 4 hours. I know I ain't about to do that else for 4 hours. 4 hours. See, now, if you get good in the first 42, then you won't be all right.
So Reggie said his friend said she is just that good. Just that good to what, Reggie?
Right.
To make you turn over and go to sleep?
What Delano say? I like to
Delana
roll
said-
over too. What is it?
Delana said, I like
Get
to
a
roll
little
over
sleep,
and get a
then
little
wake
sleep
up,
and then
hit
wake
it
up
again.
and hit it again.
That's what we do. That's what we do,
Shirley said he may be worn out because he has something else on the side that he takes care of also.
No, that ain't what it is. Now just stop
So
it.
he's trying to juggle 2
He can't do
or
it.
3.
You can't do it. Hey, you ain't left home being your side piece and come back home now.
He got too much action going
No,
on. He's
nah,
spreading
he
it.
ain't
he's
Action
spreading it a little
Jackson
bit
now.
too-
He ain't Action Jackson.
He's
now.
spreading it a little too much.
Now, you get away there at 20, 30, but when you get at 40, 50, you know what I'm saying? You can't be doing all that stuff.
Leah says, plan a date and set a night and discuss what you like.
Okay.
That's if you're not satisfied. But if he banging the hell out of you and you're satisfied, then shut your mouth and roll over and go to sleep.
Matter of fact, if you want him to get up, go make something to eat.
Because he's going to be hungry.
He's going to be hungry.
Oh, Lord.
He's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my. All right. So let's move on to the next one. Continue to post and we will read those questions.
Absolutely.
So this next person said, I don't feel married anymore.
Oh.
Since my husband got his damn breathing machine, we sleep in 2 different rooms and we only work, sleep, and run around with our 2 kids. It's becoming normal and I have made plans to move on when my daughter graduates in 3 years.
Wow.
Am I overreacting? My family and friends say I am. Do most people go through this?
I'm just going to be honest with you. I have never experienced it from a personal perspective, but dealing with clients, I have dealt with those situations before, and you can get caught up in just what I call going through the motions. Mm-hmm. And when you're going through the motions and one person isn't feeling fulfilled as a person, that could cause that trauma there. That's trauma. And that could cause you to think like that. When there's health things that are going on, I think what's important is that you've been engaged. Mm-hmm. I remember an old man once told me something that was very true. His woman told him, well, baby, I don't feel like having sex because of the fact that I'm on my menstrual. And he told her, well, it ain't nothing wrong with your mouth. So I mean, there's things to be able to compensate and do the things that's better. And I think that's important.
It sounds like she's feeling a certain type of way because they're not in the same bedroom. And she has some resentment because of the fact that he has a breathing machine.
I got me a machine. Oh, my God, don't tell them.
You got a breathing machine, Reggie? All right. All righty. Hold on.
You'll make it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think she feels some type of resentment to the fact that he has that breathing machine and that they have to sleep in separate bedrooms. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, it could be that way. One thing about, a marriage is work. Mm-hmm. A relationship is work because you got to go through the ups and downs of a relationship. You know,
It's not perfect.
No, it isn't. It's like as a man, you know, let's say you met a woman and at 30 years old she was vibrant, she was energetic, you know, she had all the things going. At 45, she lost her hair. Okay. And do you treat her differently? Do you fall out of love with it, or is that what you was attracted to? I think what you do is you compensate and you make things work from where they are. That's my answer to it.
So he has the machine. The machine is because he may have sleep apnea.
Yeah, he probably
And there
does.
may be some snoring going on.
Yeah.
So sometimes couples, in order for the other person to get a good night rest, they may sleep in different rooms.
Well, I come from a family where my dad was one of the greatest snorers of all time. He rattled windows around the house with his snoring. And God bless Mom. Mom still stayed up in that room there. And, you know, Dad's got a machine today, but guess what?
And
He's
your mom
still
had
with
a
Mom.
career too.
And Mom had to get up and work and do her thing, but she still made that thing happen. So I like to commend any woman or man who, you know, make this thing happen, because the fact that, you know, that's a part of the agreement. It's a bond. It's a covenant. You know what I'm saying? You said through better or worse.
Better or worse.
You know? So, I mean, sometimes it's going to be... Now, when the other person is not trying to do things to compromise, to make you feel better in the relationship, then that's something totally different. Right? But now, if you two can sit down and come with an agreement where we both giving 110% to work with what we got, I think that's important, you know. If I lose a leg, but I limp in that room every day, you got to respect that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm making an effort. But now, if men or women lose the effort and don't put the energy into that, that's a whole different game there.
So Steve said, I think we all need to be a little honest with each other. She need a man to share his oxygen with her.
Okay. That may be. So get you a mask too and get in there. Both of y'all got masks on, you know. So I mean, there's ways to do things, you know. I seen something, and the great Woody Green done something years ago, and I'll never forget this here. He used to cut his hair bald.
Okay.
Right. And it was a time that his wife was going through something, and she couldn't get there and do her hair, and he grew his hair, you know, wild, and you know, through what she was going through to prove a point that we in this together.
Right.
And you know, and I respect that. I respect that. Whatever your mate going through, y'all got to get down in the trenches, because at the end of the day, it's about you two in that relationship.
Right. And I do want to share this, is that sometimes when you have a spouse or a partner that has a medical condition, if they're not willing to come to the table and talk and look at viable options, then y'all need to make sure that you review some things about the relationship.
Okay. Yeah.
Because what happens is someone may be a little bit stubborn.
Of course. I mean,
or selfish.
It's natural. It's natural. But the thing about it is this here, and a wise person once told me this here: love is selfless. So when you feel that you're willing to give and it's a selfless act, then that's true love. But if you feel like I'm missing out on something, you got to be careful with that thing there, because that means it ain't what you think it is.
Yeah.
So
let's see what other people are saying.
Yeah.
Let's see. Reggie, I don't know what you just said, because you just said a T. But Pam, she says, it's a hell of a thing when a machine comes between you. Not good.
Right, that's right.
Thea says she needs to talk with him and tell him. Lynn said she's basing her feelings for him with the choice of not sleeping with him, because he is trying to prolong his life. Counseling is needed.
Absolutely.
I do agree. And Shirley said, excellent advice, Miss Hill. And Lynn says, bottom line is she's done. She could send him to me, and we can machine up together. Yeah, because somebody wants you.
Right, yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean, and like I say, it's about effective communication.
Right.
It's about effective communication and being selfless.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
So
my answer.
we do have a few minutes left. And if you have a relationship question that you want to post,
Feel
free
Reggie
to
said,
do so.
Reggie said, so he said, if it's your first time sleeping together, don't bring the machine.
why not, Reggie? They need to get used to what it's
No,
going to be
but
like.
I agree, Reggie.
So, okay,
don't bring
that
the
is a
machine.
good question.
You know.
So if this is your first time sleeping with this person, should you bring your machine or not?
No. Say the machine, not on the first
Should
time.
you give them the truth?
Yeah, but you know what? Let them know I got a machine, but tonight is the night. You know, come on. don't go out like that.
I think he needs to bring his machine because he needs to let her know that this is not fantasy. This is what it's going to be like. Right?
I just don't agree there. Leave the machine home and y'all do your thing. And then y'all figure that thing out.
Nelly said, no, not the first
Right.
time.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
why
that's
not?
that's like a woman taking her teeth out the first time. Come on now.
Why not? Don't
just
send,
tell me about it.
And my thing is this: don't send a representative. Be
No,
who you are.
I understand.
Be
but,
who you
but
are.
don't take your teeth out the first
If you don't
night.
have no teeth, go ahead and take them out so
No,
I will
no,
know
no,
who you
no,
are.
no,
And
no.
then at that moment, I can say yay or nay to it.
Listen, have sex in the wig or the weave. Don't take the weave out on
And
the
that's a
first
good
night.
question. If you have a weave
Don't take it out on the first
or
night.
or a lace front, should you take it out
No,
the first
not
night?
yet. Let
or
me
should
get-
you wake up like
Wait,
you
no.
like this is me?
Right. No, don't even do that. Just go like the how I saw you, let's do it. Now then, let's talk about it in the morning. Baby, this is what I got going. You know, let me work myself where I
Stay
can
with the
leave.
fantasy.
Yeah.
Stay with the
please,
fantasy.
don't take it off
the first night.
night.
You say stay with the fantasy.
Yeah.
Lynn said, if you out your home,
Make
use
love
it.
and go home.
That
That's
can
right.
break or make. Shirley said no. Melanie said, at least talk about it.
No, but no, not yet. Listen,
If those
whatever
are
it
not
might
your
be, let us do our thing first.
No, I believe.
Don't take your teeth out
I believe
on the first
that
night
if
we
you
sleep
have
together.
no teeth and you have false teeth, or if you're wearing a wig or something, that whoever special, it depends on what your intentions are. If you intend for this person to be or you have goals of taking it further, then they need to know what they're getting into.
Yeah, but let them do
Don't
it
let 'em buy
after
in on it.
that night. But y'all didn't made love, because listen, that can do a whole bunch.
Melanie said, I have taken off my wig before and I went to sleep and put it up.
See,
Put it up front.
that's too much, man. Don't tell nobody about that. I'm just saying, the first time y'all, let it flow. Let it flow. Now, afterwards, we can talk about this thing. You can say, okay, listen, this is what it's up. Because, and I agree, hold on. But look what Shirley said.
Like to know.
Look what Shirley said. Shirley said, great lovers overrule the way the false teeth make that person forget about all that. Right. Give me the sex, and then guess what?
Hold on. I'm just
I
saying,
can
I'm just
forget
saying,
them. I can say, oh,
those false
shit.
teeth could possibly slide you into a relationship.
It might do.
Because if you take it out, you might slide right into a
But hold on,
relationship.
hold on. You ain't, as women out there, this is the truth. That you women out there are not going to allow the man that's toothless to step to you. Y'all ain't gonna do that. Now, if he work his way and he got his grill good, and then he's like, look, you know, these come out. You can deal with it better.
Shirley
But-
said, great
come on now.
lover overruled the way the false teeth make you feel, may make you forget something.
You're right.
And
But
Liz
get a
said,
loving
men
first.
may enjoy a toothless woman. I have seen men with toothless women. And you wonder, why are they together?
But guess what? That ain't how she come at it.
Yeah, she
'Cause-
may have.
No, come on now.
She may have.
I
beg
need
to
all
differ.
of them. I need to see the.
Don't you want to know what you're dealing with? Don't you want to know what you're dealing with? I believe, I believe that people
Well,
want to know what they're dealing with.
From a he say perspective, I have to disagree with what she's saying. If you women feel that way, I'm cool. But as a man, don't do that to me.
So
Let me get my thing in order, you know, because now once I sleep with you and it's great and we fall in love, I'm gonna get my money right to make sure they don't come out no more. You know,
So
I'll make
men
sure I
would
can pay for it.
prefer that if you have floss, if your hair is not yours, keep it on. If your teeth are not yours, even if you own them, keep them in, and let them fall in love with the fantasy at least for one night.
It ain't about a fantasy. It's about respectability. Women, why do you come out of the house with your hair done? It's because the fact that you want to live up to a certain standard.
Right.
So don't tell me you're going to reduce your standard because we getting in the bed. Come on, that don't make no sense.
But it's not real.
If you putting on some makeup and you put on your lipstick and you doing your hair and that's the way that you want anybody as well as your man to see you, don't come at me like that.
Okay,
don't
so
do that.
good question. Good
Don't
question.
do that now.
All right, so you see people.
Shuntai,
it's okay to have hair added, but don't you want to know the hair is added? If you doing a woman and you grab her hair and it pulls out and you getting it from behind, wouldn't that shit scare you?
I'm
to
gone.
be like, how you gonna be
done.
gone? You in it?
I'm done.
You in it?
I'm off.
You enjoying it?
Whoop. Finish.
What you want to know?
Whoop.
If a woman
Finish.
is bondage in with her girdle and she lets everything out, wouldn't you want to know that the waistline is not real?
That's different.
No, it's not different. It's real.
That's different. Now, we're going to work on some stuff. I'm going to like, look, baby, we're going to tone this thing up. I'm going to call Steve and get you a fitness instructor guru, and we're going to get that in order, you know. But now, if all this stuff here come off, you know, don't take it off like that. Don't do me like that. Let me get a chance to bask in my glory before you just take it off. You know what I'm saying?
This has been...
And if your feet, don't cut my leg.
So,
you know?
This has been real. It's 9 o'clock already. Our hour is done. This has been an awesome show.
It has. We like to thank the great hosts and hostesses. We've been in Columbus, Ohio, y'all. And we're thankful. Cuz I appreciate you extending yourself to us and allowing us to be able to do She Say, He Say live, Columbus, Ohio.
Yes. It's been fun.
It has. Thank you, Shuntai.
Thank you, Johnell.
I appreciate our audience out there.
Did you drink your drink at all? Or did you get a refill?
Did you get a refill?
Because I'm almost empty.
Yeah, I got refills.
Okay. So until next time, thank you for joining us next Sunday at 8 o'clock.
He say 8
Eastern
o'clock
Standard
sharp, y'all.
Time.
We'll be there.
Yes.
Please, Tuesday, November 3rd, get out and vote.
Get out and vote.
And those who are in the great city of Flint, 8 o'clock at Saginaw Street at the Great Mona's will be an election party hosted by DJ Deb and Nation Outside will foot the bill. Free drinks and food. Come on out there. If you show that you voted, guess what we're going to do? We got something special for you. So show up, y'all.
Show up. Show out.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. We love y'all.